Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is February the 24th, 2021. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. I'm offended by selling. Be a unique beast. Oh, yes. We're going to be talking about unique beasts today. Hello, my elite friends. You have questions? I've got some answers here. You can type in BitcoinMeister. You can get a super chat in there, and I will notice you. But here we got Jonathan Stein from CoinBeast in the house to talk about CoinBeast. And many of you have heard me talk about CoinBeast. I do the TikToks for CoinBeast, but you're still wondering, well, what is this CoinBeast? What are they doing? What's their purpose on this planet? Are they Bitcoin maximalists? So I'm bringing straight from the horse's mouth here, one of the founders of CoinBeast, Jonathan Stein. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Adam. It's a pleasure to be on your show. I've always been a huge fan of your show since I got into Bitcoin. So it's great to be on here.
Awesome. All right. Now, the first question is that everybody's wondering, what the heck is this CoinBeast? Is it supposed to, are you supposed to educate the people? Are you a competitor with Cointelegraph? What's going on?
So our mission is very simple. We want to educate people all over the world about Bitcoin. So when we started thinking about how, what CoinBeast was going to look like, obviously we looked at what is already out there, what's already been built. And what we found is that, there's a lot of great educational content around Bitcoin and crypto, but it's, a lot of it is the same thing over and over again, recycled. A lot of it is, crypto this, crypto that, blockchain this, blockchain that. So we felt that there was a strong need for Bitcoin focused education. And we also wanted to put a unique spin on certain things. Sometimes when you come into the space or you're learning about a certain topic in Bitcoin, it can be very overwhelming. So we wanted to, create content that was easy to digest, that everyone could understand, and, have some fun with it. For example, we put out a blog a few weeks ago, 21 Bitcoiners to follow in 2021. We've seen all kinds of lists, top 50 people to follow in blockchain, crypto. But we felt, hey, why don't we put a list of actual Bitcoiners who have been, so instrumental in growing this space and teaching people. And there's so many amazing people to learn from in this space. So we said, why don't we, dedicate a list to those certain people? Obviously, we got some people didn't agree with all of our Bitcoiners. You can't please everyone. It was very difficult to select 21 Bitcoiners, but we did our best, and we feel that all those people that are on that list deserve to be there. All
right. So you're in motion over there. You started your own business. When did this start? When did you guys put this together? I met you guys in Calgary and you're in Montreal. I met you in Calgary.
That's
in
right.
2018 at the rodeo, at the Bitcoin rodeo. And this did not exist yet, but you had ideas. But when did you guys debut?
So that's right, Adam. We met back in 2018. Wow, time flies. 2018 at the Bitcoin Rodeo in Calgary. And I remember talking to you, in between one of the workshops. And it was an exciting time. A lot of ideas were being born. And I actually come from education. I'm a teacher by trade. So obviously education is my passion. I'm always curious about learning about, new things. And, Bitcoin was I just fell down through the rabbit hole, as we say. And I eventually, my partners and I felt that, maybe there's a way for us to add value to this space. I mean, I think everyone starts, learning and curious. And then eventually you say, okay, do I want to keep learning? Which, you always do, but also do you want to maybe find a way to add value to this space and work on a project and, meet all these really interesting people. So we decided to actually over the last summer to get this off the ground. And it's been quite a journey. One of the decisions we had to make right from the start is, what kind of people did we want to build this project with? And we felt that even though we had needs for all these different skills, we wanted to make sure that everyone we brought on board was a Bitcoiner first. We felt that was really important and establishing that culture around Bitcoin. And I mean, you're a great example. You know, we met you in 2018. I've been a huge fan of your show, and you know, we felt that you really fit really well into that culture and that profile we're looking for. And that's one of the reasons why you're a TikTok guy.
Now, we'll get to that in a second. First, so you are in motion, literally. First of all, you had contacted me before then, but you're a guy that's not just sitting there waiting for the world to come to you. You went out there, you met people, you put out a call early on when you were starting CoinBeast to me. You're like, I need some writers, I need some people, and I put it out there on my site, and Dennis stepped up actually. And so
that's right.
If Dennis is why I'm bringing this up because this is the golden age. You can do what you want to do in this space. You guys are doing it. Dennis stepped up. Now he's part of the project. If you're watching this show, who knows? I mean, I don't know. You might have more opportunities out there. So I commend you for getting out there and living, not just saying it, but living the in motion lifestyle. Now, and everyone pound that like button for being in motion and being a unique beast. So yeah, you're trying to do something different over there. You're reaching out to TikTok with, you know, I'm your TikTok spokesperson, and that's really unique. But you've got a new product out there, a new project, whatever you want to call it, CoinBeast Connect, it's called.
Yes.
And so this is really the ultimate in educational one-on-one products. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so we're really, really excited about this new service that we actually launched last week. So, you know, we're talking about all this great educational content out there. I mean, there's never been a better time to learn about Bitcoin with podcasts and all these webinars. And now you have, you know, Clubhouse is emerging also as a new way to engage in some really, really fun conversations about Bitcoin. And of course, you know, we had all these amazing conferences before COVID happened. But that being said, I mean, you can't replace, you know, a personalized learning experience. So, for example, when you go to a conference, you know, think about, you know, a really good workshop that you sat in or a really interesting speaker that you heard. What would you have paid to take that speaker aside, you know, and speak to them for 30 minutes or for an hour and talk about whatever you want? Even when you're, you know, listening to a podcast, sometimes, you know, you have questions that come up and it's difficult to, I mean, you can try to reach out to the host, you can try to DM them on Twitter and hope for a response, but it's very difficult sometimes to engage in those one-on-one conversations with some of the thought leaders in our space. So CoinBeast Connect basically allows users to access all of these different pros one-on-one. It's just you and the pro, you decide the topic, you decide the questions. It's all about your learning experience. And I think, you know, capturing these one-on-one moments is really important, in addition to all of the great, you know, educational content we have. But we feel that Connect is going to provide a really, really interesting solution for a lot of people that want to learn in the space.
All right. So it's linked to below, everyone. And their Twitter is linked to below. You can check it out if you want to. I mean, these guys are like my agents here. I mean, I always talked about how you can have one-on-one with me, and it's a pain for dudes like me to organize it all. So it's all set up. It's a really smooth interface. If you want to meet with BitcoinMeister or the other guys that they have over there, ask questions about Bitcoin, you can set up the one-on-one through them. And it's 6 people right now, but you're gonna. What will the future bring over there, do you think?
So yeah, right now we have the original 6, and you're one of them, Adam. So by the way, if you want to speak to Adam one-on-one, all you have to do is go on Connect now, and you can ask him whatever you want. Crypto dividends, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, anything. Who knows? You can ask me about running also if you want.
There you go.
It's free for all. Yeah.
There you go. So right now we have 6 Bitcoin pros, and they all have very different backgrounds. They all have very different areas of specialty. And that was obviously on purpose. Everyone has different learning needs. So for example, if you're someone who's just coming into the space and you have more basic questions, you'll find someone for that. If you're someone who's been in the space for a long time and you might have more technical questions, there's someone for that. If you need help setting up a more secure storage system, you'll find someone that can help you with that. And if you're a crypto or Bitcoin entrepreneur and you're looking to speak to someone regarding, tax issues, compliance issues, marketing. Basically, we really want to try to have a diverse network of thought leaders that can really, tailor to all these different learning needs. So we're very excited because we have a plan to bring on some really, really interesting people in the future. Again, ranging from security to how to run a full node, to how to set up a multi-sig system, privacy issues, you name it. We really want to be the one-stop shop for all of your learning needs. So, like I said, right now we have 6 amazing professionals that are ready to speak to you, and we plan on adding more people to our network. So, one of the things I was going to say, Adam, is if there's some people in your audience or people who follow you that if you think you have a certain area of specialty that might be right for Connect, or if you think you have a certain knowledge that might be right, feel free to reach me, get in touch, and we'll be happy to have a conversation.
All right. What's the best way to reach you?
Right now, the best way to reach me is John, so Jon at CoinBeast.com. Just send me an email with your info, and we'll set up a call. Also, if you go on CoinBeast Connect, there's actually a section.
All right, now
there's a special section for people who want to sign up as pros. So there's a form they fill out, and that goes to me, and then our team reviews it, and we get in touch. So the future is bright. We're really excited. It's going to be a really fun year.
Yes. Sorry to interrupt you there. I had a little didn't hear something.
No
yes, CoinBeast is linked to below, and their Twitter is linked to below. And someone says, BitcoinMeister, you inspire us all to be in motion. You are the reason I invested in June of 2017, and I've been dollar cost averaging in. Never sell, says OPSEC Classified. Well, that's a good. Hey, dude, I'm only bringing you high energy, in motion type of stories here, and you're not going to get this story anywhere else. Actually, I'm trying to bring you original content, and I'm really happy to be partnered up here with John and everybody over there at CoinBeast. And I'm telling, they should be selling shirts, man. I mean, these people have liked these shirts quite a bit. Now, you mentioned Clubhouse. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Clubhouse is a very interesting experiment. A lot of interesting conversations are happening on Clubhouse. It almost becomes this virtual conference, right, where people get together and talk about all these interesting topics. And of course, you have some experts on different topics that lead the conversation, and people have the chance to ask questions. I guess my only concern with Clubhouse up to this point, and I don't want to say concern, but I guess some limitations of Clubhouse. Sometimes the conversations can get pretty chaotic. It's hard to. Again, if you're in a room with 100 people and you have all these different questions, sometimes it's hard to kind of manage that. But also, some of the questions you would ask in front of a large audience might be very different from a question you would ask to a pro one-on-one, right? There's some questions you might not feel comfortable asking in front of a large audience. So I think Clubhouse is great. Anything that adds value to the space and helps people learn about Bitcoin, I think is amazing. But again, if you're someone on Clubhouse and you have a large following, how are you monetizing that audience and that network, right? So far, Clubhouse doesn't really allow you to do that. So if you have a large audience on Clubhouse and then you come over to Connect and we plug you in with people one-on-one, I think if anything, we can complement some of the amazing things that are going on in Clubhouse.
All right. So, yeah. Good. Very, very entrepreneurial look at it. And I'm sure you guys will have a presence over there of some sort soon enough, or at least a way to bring some of the guys over to CoinBeast Connect. And I got to say, you're good with the name CoinBeast. Where'd that come? It is such a good name. It's awesome. Where'd that come from?
Be a unique beast, Adam. you inspired us. No, we actually spent a lot of time trying to come up with the name. That was a really, really hard decision. And we felt like we had whatever the name was going to be, the badger had to be in the name. So we kind of built our name around the badger, and we just felt, okay, you know what, CoinBeast, no one has it. It's not taken. And the badger can go in there, and it has a nice ring to it. And I think one of the reasons why we like the badger so much, obviously it's the unofficial Bitcoin mascot, but a badger is an animal that's very curious, that's very smart, and that's very confident. And I think that embodies a lot of the values that we want as learners coming into the space. So stay curious, stay humble, and keep on learning, like the badger.
I'm glad you're in the Bitcoin education space. It can be lacking at times. It can be quite questionable. And so you're bringing some more legitimacy there, where there's definitely a lack of legitimacy in some corners of it, to be nice about it. Anyway, any other things you want to say about the product, or about what you guys are doing, or any opportunities for anyone to participate?
Yeah, so we have some really exciting things coming down the pipeline. Like I said, we have plans to expand Connect and add more thought leaders to the platform. But also on CoinBeast, we have a lot of interesting blogs that are coming up. So we have, I can't name him yet, but we have a pretty prominent person who comes from the security and wallet space, and he's going to be writing some blogs on privacy, how to run your own full node. I remember listening to a podcast, actually it was with you and Trace Mayer. I think it was maybe a year or 2 years ago. And I remember Trace talking about, all these different, levels of security. And, it sounds great, but it's like, how do you do it, right? Like sometimes you need someone to kind of help you along the way. So he's going to be that kind of person that will, for people who really want an ultra secure setup, he'll be that guy. And he's also going to be on Connect as well. So you'll be able to talk to him one-on-one. And we actually have a writer who's based out of Kenya. He's going to be writing actually a lot of blogs about how Bitcoin is being used in Africa right now, some of the countries there. Obviously, very different use case than, here we always look at the price and we talk about investments, but Bitcoin has a very different use case in Africa right now. And that's something that people need to know about. And we'll be reporting about some of the interesting use cases there.
Well, yeah, there are definitely people out there that love their wallet security and love to worry about it and want every little single detail talked about. And they loved when Trace Mayer scared everybody about wallets. So some people love to be scared about their wallets. So hopefully that guy can do that for the people who like to get that. So that's not one of my favorite times. I mean, people are, when I have a guy that scares people about wallets on the show, I get so many messages afterwards. It's I'm glad I don't have to handle that. One thing I do enjoy doing is I love doing the TikToks for you guys every day. I know that's not everyone's thing. You are reaching out to the younger audience. I just mention what you're trying to do with that there. What your long-term goal is.
Yeah. So again, coming from education, I've worked with kids a lot, and that at the end of the day, whether you like TikTok or not, this is where kids are hanging out, and I say kids, I mean, from, teenagers to, early 20s. This is where a lot of people are hanging out these days. And, we started looking at some of the Bitcoin and crypto content there, and it was lacking quality, lacking substance. So even though the videos are really short, and I think that's the challenge, right? How do you transfer quality into such a short video? But we felt, if this is where the younger people are hanging out, there definitely needs to be some type of educational content around Bitcoin. No one's really doing anything, so why not invest in that opportunity? And I think a lot of the millennials are having these conversations on Twitter about Bitcoin. But the reality is, the younger folks who will get Bitcoin a lot quicker than the millennials, they're hanging out on TikTok. So I think, there's got to be some strong content for Bitcoin there, and we're definitely taking a shot at it. And I think, so far, Adam, you've done a great job, and it can be challenging, right? It's like you have 15 seconds to teach people about Bitcoin.
Yeah, and you put it very nicely when you say they're kids. I mean, they're definitely kids in the mind. Some of them aren't that young, and the Dogecoin talk over there. So you're trying to do a good thing over there. Just getting the Bitcoin name out there, and I hope it's waking some of them up and making them less impulsive, because it is an impulsive place. And I do recommend people, just to check it out, just to see what the young people are doing today, and how they're kind of far away from long term thinking, and perhaps some of them will switch over. You definitely are a long term thinker. You definitely are bringing some great education to the space. Coinbase isn't some flash in the pan, impulsive 15-second thing. It'll be around. So any parting words for the people out there?
Yeah, for sure. I want to say, obviously, we're always looking to grow and to build our product. So if you're a writer and you're passionate about Bitcoin, if you create content and you're passionate about Bitcoin, definitely get in touch with us. We're always looking to add some great people to the team. And the other thing I want to say is, I think some of us that have been in the space long enough, we sometimes forget every cycle. When the bull run starts, you have new people coming into the space, and we take it for granted sometimes that it's and Bitcoin is where it's at. People coming into the space are curious. They hear about these altcoins, and they see some of these coins going up 30, 40, 50% in a day. It can get very distracting. So I think it's, that's kind of part of our mission, is we want to make sure, especially the new people coming into the space, whether they're old or the young people on TikTok, we want to make sure that they understand the basics. They understand that Bitcoin is where the value is. This is the future. And obviously, if they want to dabble in altcoins, that's their choice. But at least understand the differences first, and understand why Bitcoin, is the next Bitcoin, right, Adam?
Yes, that is a great way to wrap things up. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin in motion. Dudes, I bring you opportunities here. These are interactive shows. He's giving you, if you're a writer, you've got a shot. It won't hurt just to send him an email, whatever. You get on his list. This is the golden age, baby. Well, Jonathan, thank you very much for being on the show. Everybody check out CoinBeast.com. It's linked to below. Check out CoinBeast Connect. You can talk to me. You can talk to other experts. Check out the TikTok. I linked to that below, and their Twitter. Follow them over there. All right, that's it. I'm Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, Disrupt Meister. Pound that like button for CoinBeast. Subscribe to the channel. We will see you soon. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Again, everybody, see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. All right.